Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the UCL Corner, your weekly UEFA Champions League podcast. I'm here today only with Jenny.
Yeah, I'm so sad.
It seems like empty. Something's
Yeah,
missing.
It's mean we're missing a part of us. Yeah.
Well, you guys must be wondering what happened. Is everything okay? It
Yeah,
is.
it's okay.
Nobody's in the hospital or anything like that.
Everybody's healthy. Everybody is okay. So don't worry.
We had Luisa to the Bayern PSG game. We're going to talk about it later. And Greg went to the UEL game
Yeah.
to watch Arsenal.
Yeah, to watch Sporting Lisbon against Arsenal.
And he actually posted. I'm gonna rip off your mask, Greg. He actually posted a story saying the Europa League is better than the Champions League.
What a shame. What a shame. Even if I support a team that currently plays in the Europa League, there's no way Europa League is better than the Champions League.
You wanted to be in the Champions League, right?
Of course, I want to be in the Champions League, but I mean,
So, Greg, now we know who you are. You're here on a UCL podcast, but you prefer the Europa League.
Traitor.
Shame on you, Greg.
traitor.
But okay, Jenny, let's begin talking about I think, if I can say like that, the most heavy
Yeah.
game maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Bayern Munich against PSG.
Yeah. Of course, this was the most awaited game of the week, and I'm gonna be honest. I expected, of course, Bayern to win. I guessed it. So I guessed also Bayern to go through. So 2 more points for me.
I have a lot of points here. You can check our guesses on our social media. The Twitter is at UCL Corner and the Instagram is at UCL.corner.
But I'm gonna be honest. The first half at least was one of the most boring game I've ever seen in my life.
It was.
Not really. Nothing happened. Maybe the only thing that happened was the leak that saved that goal on the line.
Yes. But because I think PSG was better in the first half.
Yeah, PSG, or at least in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I have to give credit to Bayern Munich because they've been able to not let Messi and Mbappe play in the way they wanted to play.
That's the
So,
thing.
but Mbappe was a ghost yesterday, and Messi too.
Yes. Even though PSG was better in the first half, they couldn't make plays. They couldn't produce the game they wanted to produce.
Yeah.
And that's what you said. It's credit for the Bayern defense.
Yeah. Also, I mean, PSG's been unlucky because Marquinhos got injured in the first half and then was subbed with Mukiele. And Mukiele got injured too, and was subbed off at the end of the first half. So I mean, it's a bit unlucky, but I don't think that the going through depends on this, because if you have Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar in the first leg, I mean, you have to score at least 1 goal against any team in the world.
That's it. And they couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, without any doubt the best attack in the world.
That's it. But as you mentioned the subs, I'd like to ask a question.
Yeah.
If we compare the substitutions that Bayern made with the ones that PSG made, it's a big difference.
Yeah, Bayern substitution were, I mean, it's totally another level.
You have Gnabry,
Yeah, Mané.
Sané, and João Cancelo.
Oh, I love him. Even if he's not playing so much right now, but I really love Cancelo. Yeah, but I mean, if you look also at PSG substitution, you see that they put like Mukiele, and then they subbed off because he got injured too, as I said. Then Ekitike,
Ekitike.
and then another
Zaire Emery, who is 17. Ekitike is also 17.
yeah, and another 16-year-old guy, but I don't know, Badiashile. Yeah,
No,
something like-
Badiashile is the Chelsea defender. It's Bedi.
or
forgot his name, yeah.
something like that.
But
yeah.
I mean, we're forgetting the names, and there's a reason for it.
Yeah,
If you have to change the game and make it more decisive, you cannot rely on these players, on 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
And on 20-year-olds also, because the fourth substitution was Juan Bernat.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, you're losing. You gotta bring someone off the bench to deliver, to make a difference, and you bring Zaire Emery. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a big youngster. He can be a really good player in the future, but you cannot rely on this kind of players in a situation like this.
Yeah, you need big names for big games.
That's it. And Bayern had those big names.
Yeah.
For example, their second goal was scored by Gnabry, who came from the bench.
Yeah, yeah. And also, Choupo-Moting is always on fire against PSG.
The X law.
Yeah,
The X law
I-
is ruthless.
I saw the stats, and since when he joined Bayern, in all the games, in all the I think 4 or 5 games he played against PSG, you remember if he scored 3 or 4 goals against them?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, Choupo-Moting is a good striker, but he's not really prolific in the goal scoring.
yeah. I
So
mean,
scoring five or four goals against the same team is
Yeah,
remarkable, you know.
I mean, going from Lewandowski to him is a big difference.
It is
but
a
yeah.
big difference, yeah. But he's a good player. The Bayern atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
They stadium just
Their
bounces.
stadium is amazing. Their fans are amazing. I think the German fans are pretty good, or at least in the big league, because we saw that in Bayern, and we all know the Dortmund fans. So yeah,
They're different. They're built different.
yeah, because you expect like German people to be cold, but it's not true.
Luisa is also not cold. You see this, Luisa? He's telling you're cold.
No, I'm not saying you're cold. I'm not saying anything. It's like the classical stereotype for German people.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But Luis is not a cold people. A cold person. Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we have Benfica Club Brugge.
I mean,
Nothing much to say, right?
yeah, I mean, it was just what they expected, but I don't expect it in these terms, because
Yeah, if you see your guesses, we all guessed like
2-0
2-0.
and 3-0.
Me, you, and Greg guessed 2-0, and Luisa said 3-0. So I mean, we expect like kind of a
yeah,
easy. I hate this word, easy win, but a 5-1.
yeah, we will expect Benfica to win, of course. Also,
Yes.
as we saw the first leg, and because we all know that Benfica is way better than Club Brugge. But yeah, I didn't expect it to be a 5-1. I mean,
And they were good.
yeah,
They were good.
they just play in an amazing way. And also, João Mario has now scored in 5 games in a row.
Yes, he's a really
Wow.
he's in a streak.
And also a shout out to Gonzalo Ramos.
2 goals.
Yeah, after the World Cup, he became wow, awesome.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna stay in Benfica for a while.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I think in
yeah.
the
I
summer
agree.
transfer window he might come to Premier League or maybe to La Liga because he's too good. He's
Yeah.
too good, and we saw it yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Rafa Silva was awarded the man of the match.
Yeah, yeah.
And he gave it to Gonzalo Ramos
Ooh,
because Gonzalo Ramos scored twice and gave 1 assist, and Rafa Silva scored once. And he gave the award to Gonzalo Ramos because his display was amazing.
yeah,
So yeah, he's really after the World Cup has been I don't know, he's been one of the best 9s in the world.
yeah. I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, because we all remember his hat trick during the World Cup, and since then he's just played amazing way.
That's it. And do you think that Benfica can be one of the biggest surprises this UCL?
I think it depends who will they face in the quarterfinals.
Yes, we spoke about it. I think on the last episode.
I think maybe in almost every episode.
Because I mean, we all agree that Club Brugge is not really a big test for them.
Yeah. Also, I mean, the manager has been sacked after yesterday's game.
That's it. So maybe if they face, I don't know, maybe Real Madrid or Manchester City or
Yeah.
Bayern, even like a big club, and they go through this big club,
Yeah.
then you can say, okay, Benfica has a chance. But right now, can you say Benfica is one of the clubs that can reach like the same semifinals or even the final?
The finals, no, but the semi-final, I think they can. I put like I think that they are almost on the same level of Napoli.
Mhm.
But I mean, for me, Napoli is way better than them this season. Napoli, I think, will go for sure into the semifinals.
Mhm.
Whoever they get, unless they get Bayern Munich. But yeah, I think that they're one of the 2 biggest surprises of the season, because them and Napoli are for sure the biggest surprises.
Yes, and I think they can go on really far if they keep playing this level of football they're playing,
Yeah.
especially Napoli.
Yeah. Also, it seems that they don't miss sense.
Yes, that's it.
We remember it's one of the biggest transfers probably the biggest transfer in the January window,
Mm-hmm.
and we all know what kind of midfielder he is, because we saw that on Chelsea's game against Dortmund.
Yes,
Yeah, but it seems that they just don't miss him.
that's it. That's it. and Benfica they just produce players.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a farm.
yeah.
They just produce players and sell them, and they got another great player,
Yeah, so
in the
if,
line.
if you look at all the players they produced in these years, it's amazing.
Yes. And since you mentioned Enzo Fernandez, let's move on to the Chelsea Borussia Dortmund game.
Wow.
It
Um,
was.
for me, it was a one-sided game.
Yeah,
Because I think that Dortmund didn't play at its best.
they didn't play.
Yeah, I mean, you are 1-0 up, and you play like that in London against Chelsea. Even if Chelsea is in trouble right now,
You're begging to lose.
yeah. But,
You're
you know,
bent.
I mean, you just can play in that way.
Yeah.
But-
And it was kind of painful for me to watch because Borussia Dortmund has been one of the most competitive clubs in Europe
Yeah, it's
for
true.
like 2 months.
Yeah.
They've been amazing. They've been on the same level as Bayern Munich on the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
They've been playing really competitive football. It's not like they don't get 5 nails or 4 nails or 6 nail wins, but it's competitive football. They do what they have to do.
Yeah,
In the Bundesliga, it's been like
imagine
that.
that this game they lost this Tuesday was their first loss in 2023. So I mean, you just can go to a second leg of round 16 of the Champions League and play like that.
That's it.
It's
They
a
were.
shame.
I don't like to say, but they were cowards.
Yeah, it's true.
They were cowards. They were just too defensive. Their lineups didn't seem to work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I agree.
and they got swollen by Chelsea.
Yeah,
It was Chelsea could have scored more. Sterling had chances, João Felix had chances, and they just didn't score more.
but
It
if
could be
we
a 4-0 or 5-0.
but if we have to say the truth, I think that they should have not repeated the penalty.
Me neither. I think that's the biggest polemic on this stage of the Champions League, and I also don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they repeated it, honestly.
I think because I still can't really understand the Spanish commentators, so I couldn't properly understand what they were saying on TV. But I think there was an invasion by 2 Borussia Dortmund players.
Yeah, I saw that too, but they were like behind the Chelsea player.
Yes,
So-
yes.
so
I
what-
think
what
it was
was the point?
Sterling.
Yeah, so-
Sterling got into the area first,
Yeah, so what's the point?
Yes, and to be honest, I go even far. I don't think it shouldn't be awarded a penalty.
No, I think
Because-
I think it was a penalty.
It was like, let me explain. It was clearly a handball, but given the circumstances, it could not be a penalty because Marius Wolf was too close to the Chelsea player.
Yeah,
He was
that's
just
true.
too close to Chilwell.
Yeah, that's true.
When Chilwell tried it's not like he put his hand,
Yeah,
like he stretched his arm to reach the ball. His arms were in a natural movement,
Mhm.
and Chilwell tried to cross and just hit the ball. He was too close. The cross was too fast.
Yeah.
And it just hit his hand. I mean, you cannot play with your hands like this. You cannot rip off your arms to play football.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't think it should have been awarded a penalty. I understand it's a handball, but given the circumstances, I think that the referee could have had more of a subjective view about it.
Yeah.
And understood that it wasn't intentional
Mhm.
and not given the penalty.
Yeah, that's another point of view. Yeah, he could be right.
Yes, but I understand that he gave the penalty. I understand why. But if I was the referee, I wouldn't give it. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, yeah, I would have given the penalty. honestly.
But either ways, I also agree that the penalty shouldn't have been
Repeat.
repeated.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. And it could be really decisive for the result because it was 1-0, right?
1-0 in the first leg for Dortmund and 2-0 for Chelsea.
No. The score was 1-0 when the
When-
penalty was awarded.
Oh yeah, it was 1-0.
So I mean, when you miss a penalty, your morale goes down. And
Yeah,
Borussia Dortmund could have grown and be like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
you know?
it's been like the game-winning penalty.
That's it. That's it. Shame for Dortmund. Try better next time. Don't play like this. Let's go now to Tottenham Milan.
Oh.
What a difficult game.
Yeah, the problem is that until the 75th or 80 minutes, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Because last night I had 2 computers.
Uh-huh.
One watching Tottenham Milan the other one watching Bayern PSG, and I swear to God, really nothing happened during Tottenham Milan game. During the first half, not even a shot on goal. I mean, what is happening?
The supporters even booed the team when they
Yeah.
went to the dressing rooms after the first half, because you play at home. You've lost one nail on the first leg. It's not a difficult result to come back, you know.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
you play like that? Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, and then at the 75th, out of nowhere, a player of Tottenham, I don't remember who was, maybe Romero, but I don't want to be mistaken.
The who was sent off.
Yeah.
Romero.
Romero was sent off after. I mean, crazy. Take a long tail there. I mean,
And the referee gave the second yellow
Yeah.
and then the red. He could have given him a straight straight red card.
I
Because
mean, what are you thinking about if you do that kind of tackle in that period of the game?
yes, it's nonsense. Romero is actually a really aggressive player.
Yeah, he is.
He
He
is
is.
just he goes to the ball like fearless. He just he tries everything and he sometimes gets really aggressive. It's-
And then all the things that happened was Leao dribbling two players and shot, but the shot went off. And then like in the last 88th minute or something like that, across in Milan's area, Kane tried to score the
no,
header.
It wasn't on the 88th. It was already in stoppage time.
Already stopped
It was like
time.
90 plus 2,
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. That's true. And Kane tried to score. Magnan saved it. I mean,
What a save.
What a save, because if Magnan would have been still injured, that would have been a goal,
Yes.
100%.
Tatagunasu doesn't have the skills
Yeah.
to be.
And also on the counter attack, Origi hit the post. This is all what happened in this game.
We can like take out only the last 15 minutes and okay, that's the game.
Yeah. Because the other 75 minutes, nothing happened. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, one of probably the most boring game of the season.
Yes, it was painful to watch.
Yeah.
Jenny, I'm gonna ask you a question since you're Italian. Do you think Antonio Conte is a good manager?
Yeah, I love him.
But do you think he's UCL material?
No. I'm gonna say, I was talking with an Italian friend yesterday. I have a message for you, Antonio. I mean, you are a very good coach. I love you because you came to Juve. You make us great. You made us great again. Then you went to Inter. You won a league title with Inter. But I forgive you. But Champions League is not your field. So, I mean, if you want to still try to train a Champions League team, you can, of course, because I'm no one to tell you what to do. But Champions League is not your field. Just, I'm gonna be honest. Europa League is because you reached the final with Inter and you lost. But Champions League is not your field.
He was knocked off in the last 3 quarterfinals and won round of 16, something like that.
Yeah,
He's not Champions League material.
imagine with Juve, he never went through the group stage, and then the year after, he left Juve. Juve reached the Champions League final. So,
I mean, there's something there, right?
yeah,
There's a sign.
yeah. I think it's like a manager who focus more on the league, and because we all know that he won a lot of league titles, 3 with Juve, 1 with Chelsea, 1 with Inter. Of course, now it chose Tottenham. It doesn't win. They don't win a league in 62 years.
They
or
don't win.
Yeah, they don't win. And so, I mean, winning a trophy with the Spurs, I think is the biggest achievement in a manager history.
But yeah, I mean, Antonio Conte is a great manager, but what do you think that goes wrong?
In the Champions League,
Yeah.
I have no idea, honestly, because he's a great manager. You know how to make their players to do their best. We saw him with all the team he trained. Of course, if you remember Italy in 2016, we had a shitty team, but we reached the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And then Germany won against us only at penalties.
Yes.
So he knows how to make the players play, and how to put them the best efforts in them. But I don't know what's wrong with him in the Champions League. I just think it's not the tournament for him.
Yes. And speaking about Tottenham, we have Greg who is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Who also doesn't know what Champions League is. He
Yeah.
went to Lisbon to watch the Sporting versus Arsenal game on the UL, as we said on the beginning of this podcast. And he also has something for us. Let's watch it.
Hi guys, Anwar Rock today. We're in front of the Estádio da Luz of Lisbon, theatre of the 2020 Champions League final between PSG and Bayern Munich. But it's not for Champions League that we're here today, because there's not Champions League, there's Europa League. And Europa League might sometimes be better. Tonight we'll be at the other big stadium of the city, the José Alvalade, for the game between Sporting Club Portugal and Arsenal. It's 5 p.m. We're here in the stadium. The Arsenal squad is warming up just in front of us, in front of the away fan. Mikel Arteta put quite a strong squad with Martinelli, White, Saliba, Saka, all starters, so it will be a big game tonight.
Neste início de partida com a ajuda de todos.
So that's it for today. We're back at the hotel room. Arsenal 2, Sporting 2. It was a really close game, really tight. Arsenal put a really strong squad, but some error from Jakub Kiwior and Matt Turner cost them the victory. It's still all open for the second leg in London next week. And for us, that's it for today. Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog.
Okay, Greg, that's great, but the UCL is still better.
Yeah. Yeah. Just for the anthem. I mean,
Just the anthem Ryan gets it, right?
yeah. Yeah.
All right, Jenny, let's do. I mean, it's kind of it's weird to do it in just the two of us, but let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the predictions for next week's game.
Only the score?
Only the score, yeah.
Okay.
Only the score.
So on Tuesday we have Porto Inter and City Leipzig. I'm gonna say Porto Inter 1-1 and Inter goes through.
Yeah, we said who goes through on the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last episode.
Oh, yeah,
You can check it back.
Yeah, that's true. And
1-1.
Yeah.
1-1. Okay.
and then City Leipzig, I'm gonna say 2-0 City.
All right.
And then on Wednesday we have
No, let me do mine. Porto Inter, I think is gonna be a 2-1 Porto,
Ooh.
and Porto goes through on the extra time, scoring a goal by Mehdi Taremi.
That's
so-
a strong guess.
3-1.
Wow.
Yes, because on the last episode, I predicted a 1-0 Inter win, and I got it right.
Yeah, me too.
But I said that Porto will go through. So I guess in home grounds, they will do their job.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a 2-1, and in extra 2-1 for Porto, and in extra time, 3-1.
Okay.
And for
City Leipzig.
for City Leipzig, that's complicated. That's really unpredictable because I mean City is obviously the better team, but you just cannot predict how they
Approach the
how,
game,
Yes,
yeah.
how they approach the game.
Yeah, yes, true.
But I'm gonna say 1-0 City.
1-0, only one.
1-0.
Okay.
Only 1-0 City.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
And then on Wednesday we have the big games.
We have the big games.
We have Napoli Frankfurt. I almost guessed everything about this game on the first leg. So it's gonna be hard to repeat myself. But I will say 3-1 Napoli.
Okay.
And then Real Madrid Liverpool Real Madrid, Liverpool.
It's a tough one
Yeah, because
because of 5-2, you know, and Liverpool just trashed Manchester United. I mean, I know it's like 1.5 week later the game, but there's gonna be an impact.
Yeah, but a lot of things happen in these 2 weeks.
Yes, but I think there's gonna be an impact. I
I
mean, they're gonna go like, we scored 7 on Manchester United, we can score 3 on Real Madrid. I
Yeah.
think this will be their mentality.
but the Champions League is different.
I know, and 90 minutes in the Bernabeu lasts too long.
Yeah,
But-
I think Manchester City knows something about that.
So what's your predictions?
2-1 Real Madrid.
2-1 Real Madrid. So 3-1 Napoli against Frankfurt,
Yeah.
and 2-1 Real
Yeah.
Madrid.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Napoli Frankfurt is gonna be a 2-0 Napoli,
Okay.
and Real Madrid Liverpool. It's gonna be
It's hard. I know.
it's
I know.
hard, yeah.
I know.
It's hard. I mean, because Real Madrid is not in a good moment
Yeah.
in the La Liga, but it's
still
Champions
Real,
League.
It's still Real Madrid.
it's still Real Madrid. It's still the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say something. And Liverpool, they were bad, and now they're really good after that 7-0. I mean, it's your biggest rival. You win then 7-0 is the biggest win in their history against Manchester United.
Yeah.
So I think there's gonna be an impact, but I don't think Liverpool will do like a big result, like a 3-0 or something like that. So I'm gonna say 1-1.
Okay.
1-1.
Okay.
That's it. So 2-0 Napoli and 1-1.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
All right. Okay, Johnny.
Thank you so much.
It was good to have only
Yeah.
us here.
Yeah. It's been
Okay.
it's been a bit more private.
Woo! Gonna turn off the lights.
no. You're married.
I'm married.
You're
Paola.
married.
I'm sorry, baby. Just kidding.
You're married, bro.
But that's it, guys. I hope you liked it today. It was a bit different. But yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good because we have a lot of content. We have Luisa and Greg popping up videos for us in the middle of this podcast. But they're gonna produce also bigger videos which we will upload differently, so you can check it out on our YouTube channel, which is UCL Corner. That's it. All right, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Danny.
See you next week.
See you next week.